Welcome back. It's another episode of Wrath of the Righteous, and we're picking up exactly where I left off. I took a little bit of a break, and during that time, I went and looked up where I needed to go, and I feel absolutely. Ooh, I probably shouldn't say that word. Well, stupid. I missed the obvious. Loot. Problem is, I don't know exactly which one I should go to. Anyway. Ah. Yeah, I need to go to the prison. For a couple reasons, actually. I needed to go talk to Nura again. Come to gloat. I need information. Ask. It's too late for me to hide anything. Demon horse keep attacking us without warning us as they're appearing out of thin air. Do you know how they're doing it? Can't say for sure, but I've heard rumors. It's a place called the Molten Scar where the Grey Road makes a sharp turn and forks. It must be hard to miss. It's a big gorge with lava flowing at the bottom. A Vrock sorceress has a lair there. If you continue your offensive beyond rest, the Vrock was supposed to organize an army at your flank and cut you off from behind. I don't know what it means. Maybe she maintains a rift there. Okay. I think so, but everyone I knew about has been caught by Eagle Watch. Everybody said a lot of the gals. Baffin will always find new servants, always. Even it could be a cultist, even her Beth herself. Okay. You've broken more than a few laws. I can give a damn what you see or what laws of yours I've broken. If you want to execute me, just do it. And if you don't, get out of here and leave me to rot in this prison in peace. Alright. I don't know what to do with you. I should kill you for being just a flat out traitor, but I don't think I. I'll have to check on that. I'm always wondering, since she worked so closely with Minago, if whether or not she has more information to give, because she is absolutely the type that wouldn't give any information unless it just happened to conveniently come up. All right. Supposedly, aha, Ramley and Avarice. Okay. I'm gonna save this. So after all, my first kind of serious test, I guess. Scenery Master. Micah the actress. They've grown in number. Ramley is an unpleasant, weaselly little man. His eyes darted around nervously, keeping a close watch on his surroundings. Officer, would you like to buy a belt? A little worn, but the buckle's from Absalom itself. Oh, it's you, Commander. Good day. How about this belt? Show me the belt. Produces a leather belt from his pack. The belt buckle is shaped like a winged eye of Absalom. The belt is in good condition, though a little frayed. Someone definitely wore this for quite some time. What do you think? The fine article will serve you for many years, and it's so convenient for attaching a purse or a bag. This belt has obviously been worn. Where did you get it? From my brother. I'm the youngest in the family, Commander. I'm so used to wearing hand-me-downs that they still give me anything they don't need. My brother bought a new belt, so he gave me this one. But I'm a simple man. I'm not going to wear something like this. I could use some money for wine and tobacco. Oh, so your brother just load up old things in the cart and send them to you here in Dresden? Unlikely story. What else do you have? He's literally got junk. Everything you're selling, it's all rubbish. None of this stuff is any good. You have a good eye, Commander. I can bring some other things from my storehouse. It won't take me long, no more than an hour. I have a nice set of chainmail from Katapesh. There's a small tear in the front, but a good blacksmith can easily fix that. I've got a dwarven helmet, completely new, a shield from a paladin of Iomade. What do you believe in? If you take the shield, I'll scratch off Iomade symbols and put anything you want on it. An hour. It's clear his storehouse isn't in Dresden, but it's close enough for him to be back in an hour. I think we should check the ruins around Dresden. There's an abandoned village nearby. When we drove the demons away from the city, we checked all the houses. Merlin must have picked one and made it his storehouse. Village ruins has been revealed. Tennis scenery master? I thought it said science master. I was like, what? Okay. Well, that's progressing. Alright. Dresden compared to see a silence. I might. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to save the game again. I'm going to skip time forward by about 4 hours and see how that works out. It's a seldom used feature here. It's more useful in... Well, I can't say it's more useful, but it's more prominent in Kingmaker. Especially when things start getting really time sensitive. Anyway, let's wait until 8:30 p.m. Not enough time? Okay, clock is moving. Up, down, left, right, A, B, select start. That's the Konami code. I realize I just dated myself horribly, but I don't care. Is that the army that's approaching? Right there? Or is it this one? Unavoidable drill. It's a gang, but okay. I mean, I don't think it'd be any of these. Or did I already wipe them out? I would think that maybe it's this one. I just don't know. Let's see, the third army I'm having specifically stay at base for now. I'm gonna have this unit sit here in case somebody comes up. Hmm. Level 8s. Alright. Kinda want to skip some days. Not yet. I might need to skip another hour. I gotta be doing something wrong. Something's getting missed somewhere. Okay.
Watch out for trouble.
I'm overloaded, but I gotta be missing something, man. I need to do that. Alright. I should probably have paid closer attention to what that merchant was saying. I'll give it one quick look over, and if I can't figure it out, then I'll go to Google. Kind of hate doing that, but I hate wasting time more. I hear drunken shouting here around here at night. After midnight, okay. Duh. After midnight, that's when shit's gonna go down. Of course. Yeah. Well, I'm right here. Come on. Notice the soldier lowers his fist. Commander, hail. We were just, checking. Don't believe the commander of jail. Okay, yeah, the merchant. You actually came. You must have picked off my son. Well, you literally said come here after midnight. I had to go back for it, but well, I'm ready to listen to your excuses, privates. We were patrolling and he rushed us probably because he thought we were the ones causing a ruckus. Liars! Every night they come and extort money from me. They threaten to set my car if I even kill me. Do something with the commander. Alright. Yeah, each time they try to beat the gold out of me. Alright. Private Virum and Network hereby stand accused of extortion and threats. The victim, the merchant Istra, has accused him of threatening his life and property, and of regularly extorting large sums of money from him. The commander can personally testify to these charges. Defendants, what do you have to say for yourselves? It's all a lie. The damn merchant wants to dispose us because we caught him red-handed with scrolls that are I see. Commander, if you want to know my opinion, scum like this belongs in prison. I've made my decision. Forced them to pay restitution and then off to prison. Or I can have them, or I can confiscate it and then kick them out of Dresden. All right, no prison for you. Hi there, big guy. An impressive procession makes its way towards you. It's led by a devil, richly arrayed in fine clothing, closely followed by his servants. They survey those around him with disinterest, but the devil approaches you, gives you a nod and a slight satisfied smile, as if finally finding something of importance. The famous commander of Dresden. News of you has even reached our depths. My lord has taken an interest in you and has sent me to make you an offer. You notice the devil's clawed fingers are covered in rings. He puts a hand to his chest. Call me Melise. Or call me Melies. Oh, I see what you did there. That is so fucking corny. Come on, really? Me lies. Anyway, I think our acquaintance would be extremely interesting. We have so much to offer each other. I have my, as you, Genesis Glory would put it, people with me. Of course, none of my soldiers are actually people in the strictest sense of the word, but all of them are ready to kill demons. Well, yeah. Demons and devils in Pathfinder lore do not get along at all because they are diametrically opposed to each other, despite both being very evil. One is lawful, the other is chaotic. I'll leave it to you to figure out which is which. Alright. Isn't your appearance unusual for an ordinary devil? You mean my jewelry? Well, I'm not going to begrudge myself anything. We may be strict disciplinarians at helm. That doesn't mean we are all aesthetics. You seem... well, Lord, I seem to be very curious about my appearance, Commander. Are you hoping to find something suspicious, or you just like my rings? Nothing that matters. I didn't come here to discuss fashion. Don't say that. That's insulting. You will actually anger a devil. In most cases, if you say they're a demon. Generally, devils are prideful. Not all of them are like that, but you don't want to be insulting them. I know where you're from. One of the 9 planes of hell. Which one exactly? I don't care. Alright, so what's the offer you wish to make me? You get straight to business, and I like that. I must admit, of all the things that happen throughout Galarian's history, the Crusades aren't all that exciting. However, they do have their potential. Any war could mean hundreds of thousands of deaths. The longer the war, the more doubt is sown in the minds of the soldiers. In the end, they are left with only of their banal primal instinct to survive. Is this not so? Crusaders must seek victory, but to seek victory, they must believe it possible to achieve. What can sustain that belief, Commander? Yeah, strength. The devil steeples his fingers together in front of his face and as he hides a smile. Yes, Commander, strength. And I'm ready to give your soldiers this strength. On one condition, of course. You offering strength to my soldiers in return for what? In return for the only payment that has any real value in hell, their souls. I know you are thinking the devil is going to lure me into his web of deceit and entrap me. To avoid any such disputes or complaints from either side, my contracts always include a complete list of all terms and conditions. Deception is not in my nature, truth be told. I'm too lazy. That's a lie. Over the many centuries of my life, I have come to realize that deceit is never worth the effort. It's much easier to suggest something beneficial to everyone involved. People line up for those kind of contracts, and I don't have to exhaust myself convincing anyone. I can leave you a copy, and you'll see that it complies with the letter of the law, down to the smallest detail. Moreover, payment is delayed for as long as possible. I collect the soul only after death, but the stronger the soldier, the more likely they are to survive battles. So if you think about it, the contract actually increases their chances to stay alive by making it less likely they'll die. Wouldn't you agree? I am asking for your permission to make contracts with soldiers in the territory of Dresden, as well as with other types of persons, as long as they're equally capable adults of sound mind and memory. Alright. I want to read the contract. Of course, Melise hands you a sheet of parchment covered in tiny cuneiform script. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. You know, I remember in a campaign I was playing not so long ago, I actually had to deal with having a contract. I didn't want the damn thing. I got pigeonholed into it by story measures. It was a weak reason, but whatever. Point of the matter is, the DM actually made a full-on contract for me to read and sign. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. I guess I'm gonna play along with this and see how this goes. I definitely had it completely picked apart within the hour. Yeah, that game didn't last too much longer. I think it was, Descent into Avernus, that's it. Yeah. I think it was, like over a year ago. Alright, anyway, I'm delayed. So, anyway. Mature Planet of Glory and Kingdom Mindef, Fortress of Dresden, contract for vision, special powers, number blank, dated blank. This contract is an agreement between hereinafter Soul Seller and hereinafter the Soul Buyer. I don't think I have jurisdiction in selling other people's souls, but okay. I understand you're trying to peddle these contracts to other people. Upon signing this contract, the Soul Seller and the Soul Buyer shall undertake to fulfill the following provisions. Hell and Lord Asmodeus, represented by the Soul Buyer, shall issue a loan to the Soul Seller in the form of abilities of magical nature. These abilities shall exceed those of the average mortal mage and shall be granted for the full duration of the remaining period of the Soul Seller's life, up until the moment of the Soul Seller's death. The Soul Seller takes before Hell and Lord Asmodeus, represented by the Soul Buyer, to surrender the Soul Seller's own soul to the Soul Buyer fully and invisibly in perpetuity at the moment of the Soul Seller's death. Yeah, so you can't be fractional. It's like, I just get this. There's no way around it. The Soul Buyer shall collect the soul of the Soul Seller at the moment of the Soul Seller's death and deliver it to Hell, where the soul shall be engaged in the service of Lord Asmodeus for all eternity. The Soul Seller, we're just going to say Seller. The seller should not be used the abilities obtained as a result of signing his contract against the buyer or the buyer's representatives. Any breach of the fourth clause of this contract shall incur a penalty in the form of immediate collection of the seller's soul by means of the mortification of the seller. Wow, so they'll just eat. So you even think about blasting with like an Eldritch Blast, they just like, nope, I'm going to take your soul now. Bye. Upon execution of the third clause of this contract, Hell, represented by devils and archdevils, is free to do with the seller's soul as it deems appropriate. All complaints regarding forced mode of handling the soul and hell date shall be deemed null and void. It's like, yep, okay. It's a simple contract, but it's actually pretty tight. I'll give him credit for that. Anyway, I hereby consent to the above agreement. Yeah, Lord is Lord's blade. Okay. Well, I already read what happened. Oh, well, that seems somewhat hasty but highly understandable and to be expected. However, I won't lose hope. If there's anything you wish to ask of me, Commander, I'll always be close by. I know you will. I know you will. You won't. You won't relent. You'll keep trying to find ways to get around my forbiddance, because that's what devils do. Hail! Amidst the critical shortage of supplies, the number of soldiers who call themselves the Crusade, they have set up a black market in the army. They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scrolls for tobacco and rations. They know better than to ask for anything from command, so they take care of themselves. And if someone's not happy with the trade, out come the knives. I don't know how to deal with it except by alleviating the shortage of essential supplies. We could press Mendef for more deliveries, and we need to sort out our storage, build some decent warehouses. Right now, it's a thief's paradise. You thought I was joking when I said our soldiers would soon need our experience to survive in the caves? Well, here we are. This is the day. Time to live off the land. I'll teach your fighters how to survive on barren rocks, and there won't be any need for a black market. Okay. Build next to an inn, huh? Look at these fellas at Crusade. Every army has people like them, crafty folks who are willing to survive at all costs. Keep in mind, these aren't brigands. Otherwise, they wouldn't have enlisted in the Crusader army. They want to free Galarian from the demons just as much as anyone, but their choice of methods is indiscriminate, to say the least. Not everyone joins the crusade out of the goodness of their heart. Some are hiding from Mindev's judgment. Some are here for glory. Some are dreaming of treasure and spoils. We've got repentant cutthroats, illegitimate children, adventurers, rogues, all kinds. Yep. And each one of them is poor and used to not being able to rely on those in power. In their experience, anyone who has any sort of influence is a greedy cheat, and only common folk can be honest. That's why they call themselves fellows of the crusade. They're your fellow soldiers that are trying to make things fair in their own way, and others follow suit, whether they really believe them or not, or just doing it as a jest. Who knows? All right. Why don't we deal with it then? Because they're not the root of the problem. When the army has everything they need, these fellows are just like any other soldier. But when it's like this, empty warehouses, rotten gear, not enough food to eat, many may be forced off the straight and narrow. These are ordinary soldiers. They're not saints, that's true, but they're not hopeless reprobates either. But when you charge into battle every day, you learn to value your life and not get used to the idea that you're the only one who's responsible for it. Your commander's not your mommy or daddy, and they're not going to appear on the battlefield to give you a potion to save you from a curse or die for you if you don't have one in your bag. So they make do. I'm down for the warehouse, but I kind of want to. It's built next to a supply center. Okay. This seems like it could be better. I'm gonna see about building that warehouse real quick. So we need to put it next to a supply center. Okay. Or an inn. Preferably both. See, this is kind of why I didn't want to build stuff immediately right away, because if I have to tear down and rebuild stuff, that could be a problem. Oh, shit. Okay. Is there an inn? Hospital. I don't have an inn. Alright. Oh, but clear out some of these outstanding objectives pretty soon. It's a little unsettling to see so much left open. Um, think I'll. I think in the next episode, I'm going to start heading west and figure out what I can do to. Oh, you're just going to hang out here, huh? Yeah, ask me to like educate more about my homeland. Okay, so you're just going to stay here like an annoying petitioner and annoy me. Current stash. I got a lot of stuff. I should probably take some downtime to go through and figure out what I want to keep and sell the rest. And Aeon is looking at you from the mirror, the only being in the entire universe who feels and shares your burden. Is ready to share with you the memory held in common by all humans, preserved carefully through all eternity. Ready to listen to whatever you want to share. It is only here for you. See what an Aeon is. Deep down, you already know. You've seen an Aeon with your own eyes. Memories spring to your mind of things you once saw or heard in a dream. The mirror shows you what cannot be seen by the ordinary eye. Two great opposite intentions, born on different planes, collide in the cold silence of the cosmos, and from their collision, an aeonic nebula is born. The convulsions of thousands of sensual ores run like lightning through the new nebula, and the faint echo of unanswerable questions can be heard inside. They are like a silent cry that can only be chosen few can hear. The sound gets louder, louder, and louder, and suddenly it stops. The Aeon is born from the harmonious silence. It has no face, no body or sex, only a cold mind that follows a single calling. The Aeon goes where it is most needed. The surface of the mirror seems to expand indefinitely, ready to encompass everything happening in the multiverse at this moment. There, far beyond the dim lights of guilty souls scattered across Galorian, shines the primary chaos of the Maelstrom, born in the first days of creation and banded by the gods. Crystalline forests fade into emptiness. Endless deserts stretch for miles and miles. Islands of tranquility ruled by exiles from the abyss and petty gods drift through the ever-changing chaos. Far in its depths, aeons shining steadily like guiding stars fight proteans, serpentine embodiments of chaos that reach out constantly toward the inhabited worlds, attracted by the chaos that lives within mortal souls. There are others, those who guide souls in Pharasma's lands, unbendable steel giants in the service of the Exomnies and the Exomnies themselves, who have taken on outward forms and do not want to remember that they were once aeons. In the labyrinth of passage beneath Aslant and other planes in hundreds of worlds, you feel their presence everywhere. Wow. Talk about a hive mind. You can ask yourself this question and suddenly you have an answer. There is no vice, no learning here. Galarian is in agony. It needs an aeon that can sever it from the abyss, like a healer severs an inert gangrenous limb to save a patient. Until then, the wound will continue to corrupt not just land, but also minds. To close it and restore the balance, that's what all aeons want. What you want. That's a cool little touch with that mirror. I honestly kind of dig it. $13. Please list all your ancestors going back to the founder of your line. Probably speaking to Darren. Father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, all my other grandfather, mother, grandmother, 4 great-grandfathers, 4 great-grandmothers, my great-grandfather. What? He's surprised. Alright. I think that's going to do it for this particular episode. Much to do about mostly nothing.
Keep your calm.
Wasn't entirely wasted. Oh, yeah, unfortunately you're still here. You're... Oh, no, it's Anivia. Kind of funny, me lies. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be pronounced Mellies, but it straight up says me lies. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. I will go ahead next episode, see where we're at, and probably start heading west and to uncover more of the map. So until then, I will see you in the next episode. Take care.